Almost. Sort of.
Well, be ready now.
Okay, I'm almost ready. I'm almost ready.
Hi, and welcome to DRPG, where Chef isn't ready.
I am ready. I'm so ready. I am so ready. I was overly ready.
You're so
So I
ready, you
wasn't
circled
ready
back into
until
not
I was
ready.
ready.
Right.
Exactly. I got ready for everything that I didn't need to be ready for. But hello, welcome. This is Hell Week session 5.
Oh,
Man, we are
dang.
just galloping to a close, aren't we?
Whew.
Hope we get
Gallop at
everything
design.
taken care of today. Yes, we're gonna figure something out. Don't know what it is yet, but we're gonna figure some part of this out. Anyway, as you probably saw if you've been watching the videos, I am DM Delicious. Everybody calls me Chef. With us tonight, we have, just going in the order that I have JenOfThieves playing Katrina. We have Totally Human. Can't tell if he's frozen.
Nope.
Totally Human. There he is,
So still.
playing Robin. We've also got Travis down here playing Vincent, and here's Power Tough playing Eli. All right, so thank you all for joining us. If you really like what you're seeing now, it's going to be on YouTube in a little while. If you're on YouTube right now, hi, hit the subscribe button and the like button, and like leave comments and tell people that we're awesome, or how did we do that? Something like that. Ask me how in the world I came up with this idea. I dare you, because I'm still trying to figure it out. Anyway, we're on YouTube. We have all tons of games. We got Vampire, Werewolf. Let's see what we got. Demon the Fallen. We've got, let's see, D&D, a couple flavors of D&D, Hyperspace Hustle, pretty much anything you need for anywhere you want to go in gaming. Also, if you want to talk to us about our gaming, we have a Discord server. It's fun. Most people, I think almost everybody here is on it at least once or twice a day. I think currently we've got a vote going. Jen, is that vote up
No
yet or not?
vote. No vote, but we do have 2 signups. One for OWoS. Got some werewolves. This time it is 5th
Rage
edition.
across the bayou.
Yep. And we have a sign up for Tales of the Valiant Humblewood setting, Animal Crime.
Animal crime.
I am signing up for that one.
I heard.
I'm just calling it. Oh God,
I didn't
he's
hear what you
calling
signed up
it.
for. I just heard that you signed up. I asked
Yeah,
Glenn Biffle for an update. Because I'm nosy.
I signed up. It's gonna be run by Glenn Dizzle,
Mhm.
also known as DM Dizzle. He's actually not running this season. He's coming back and running a full thing next season. You really want to see it. He's an amazing storyteller. He has very, very good games. So
OMG, speaking of amazing storytellers, my sign up for just kidding.
Nah, you jumped in.
For Shadowrun
That's how great you are.
holiday special will be coming up shortly too.
Christmas crime.
Christmas crime.
Got boobs.
we're not sure
I got
which
boobs on
holiday
that.
it is. I don't know what
Run a
holiday it
rigger.
is. It
Yep.
might be. It might be some form of shadow crime.
No, it's gonna be crime.
I don't know. I don't know. What's an Aztec holiday that's probably going to come up in there somewhere? Anyway, also, if you feel like supporting us, I know you saw it on the intro video. Thanks to all our patrons. We have, if you go onto our Patreon, I will learn to speak. Sign up, throw a couple dollars our way. You can get all kinds of cool stuff. Spots in games, weighted voting for games to figure out what in the world we're going to play. You can also get redeems, which is why you hear people saying, oh, we're throwing bricks, we're throwing cares, we're throwing whatevers. That's mostly where you get them, that and watching our Twitch stream, which I Twitch stream. So please join us. Anyway, now that we've gotten everything about what happened today done, let's talk about what happened last week. So let's see.
Yeah, what happened last week, guys?
Yeah, hey Pierce, tell us what happened
Yeah.
last week.
Oh, we'll start with me. Okay.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Some people you can't really take anywhere with you, and I'm one of those people, and we decided to take me to possibly the most dangerous place for me to be. And I was on my best behavior, and that's not a good thing because that behavior ran out so well. But we took a trip to the Chantry because we were going to keep our eyes on our, for whatever reason, is under current like judgment and suspicion for just being a Tremere Vincent. who has been on his P's and Q's this whole time. Like, and that's a Ravnos saying that. Like, you don't. That's nonsense. I broke stuff though. I broke a lot of stuff.
Yes, you did break a lot of Jameer stuff. All right, because Totally Human's looking at me that way and making all kinds of crazy kung fu signs. What else happened?
We probably broke something very important because the Tremere Primogen, or someone claiming their identity at least, was quite put out.
Entirely true?
Several doors, which 2 doors I opened. One of them was essentially empty. One of them had something sounding like a monster in it, so I closed that door right quick. And the third door did not open. Apparently, we were 1 door away from unspecified bad things happening.
Indeed. Speaking of unspecified bad things and people who were threatened for them, hey, Travis, what's up?
Okay. So yeah, that whole it was decided. There was no decision on Eli going. Eli was required to attend as a witness, so I couldn't leave him behind. Effectively, I was directly told my life was on the line if I did not bring witnesses. And then, of course, when I got there, and I successfully made it in and out of the lab, my Chantry Master decides all of a sudden that he's going to fuck my life up horribly by ordering me back in there. And then, even though my Primogen knows the Chantry Master fucked my life up by ordering me to go back into the lab, I was required to anyway, which led to the destruction, led to the other guy running off on his own when I specifically told him there is nothing in those rooms that's going to be worth it, and if you go there, there will be alarms and shit, which went off as soon as we got back in there. So at that point, and then the Chantry Master decides to send security guards our way after telling me to go right the fuck back in. Fun. And then when I left, Primogen decided to say, "Hey, guess what? You're a dickhead. You're a horrible bastard, Primogen. As you're a horrible bastard, Ventru that broke all of our laws." I'm like,
Wow, I think Vincent needs to be paying us by the hour for all this.
It's my therapy session.
Isn't that somebody who was there for that game? I don't recall him saying anything of the kind.
Oh, I didn't say. I wasn't paraphrasing him exactly. I was. I was.
No, I
roughly,
think you were
commenting. Roughly commenting.
I keep forgetting we're talking about vampires. This is basically has to be word for word dictation, right? Anyway,
According to my son, you at all times.
One of the few things that you guys get just a wee bit over is that you did all of this without a Katrina. Didn't even go look for her. Rude.
Everything worked out great, right?
Actually, no. That isn't the case, because we did specifically start to look for her, and then we were told specifically by the sheriff after we had reminded him of our original reports that we gave him of what was said about Katrina by some random masquerade violating idiot, that he was going to send people to go get her, and that we were supposed to go without her. So no, we were specifically ordered to continue forward. We did not fuck over our fellow team member, nor did we screw her over, nor did we try to get rid of her or anything of that nature. We were trying to work to go after her until we were told not to. So that was how that happened.
I don't quite remember it that way, but if that's what you want to go with, then sure.
That's how vampire just is. I don't remember it that way, but if that's what you want to say.
Yeah, I'm not.
Inning for the game.
All right. Well, in that case, take a quick second. Cool. Oh, we have a random heal and a random harm.
Oh, superb.
So fast.
Oh, it was Lush. I called it wrong. Let's look it to be Chi.
She's not in there yet.
Yeah.
We'll get there. We'll get there. Anywho, so we have just left the chantry. We have just left a rather harrowing, I think would be an appropriate word, time. You guys left. You guys had fun. And let me see here. Yeah. Venture Daddy gets himself a call. Were you successful?
What's the caller ID?
It's the sheriff. Thank you for asking, though.
Yes.
Wonderful, wonderful.
Well, we were successful in investigating. The Primogen does not appear to be present.
That is an unfortunate turn of events.
As near as we
Very
can
well.
tell, he was last on the premises 18 hours ago.
So what? Sunrise?
Approximately.
Okay. That at least narrows down the radius.
We don't have a record of him leaving, but we do have. That's the last that we know he was there.
Okay. So you and your coterie need to return to Gibbs' address immediately. We have acquired your missing coterie mate.
I am glad to hear it. We will be there presently.
Good. It's like,
Is it a location we've been sent to before? Is my real question.
you probably, you know that this is where a lot of like court business is handled, like just the day-to-day shipping of stuff coming in, stuff going out. It's maybe about 3 or 4 blocks from Elysium, and you know it's controlled by the court, but I don't think you would have had any business to be there yet. Although its location and what it is not a secret from the Kindred.
Yeah. It's not like a secret warehouse. I'm just saying, if the address was somewhere we've been to in the last couple days, or if this is another secret house or another.
This would be just another. It's another building. Looks kind of like a warehouse. It's got a loading dock.
New to game location.
That's the one.
Yes, there we go. So,
it's Jan.
As you
That's Chi.
As you pull up.
Oh, here it comes.
You have pulled up. You guys have gone ahead, pulled up, and there is someone who I think it would be the Nosferatu who's standing there at the door, waiting for you. This is, for the record, one of the Nosferatu you would have seen with the sheriff earlier that night. So you are aware who this is, or at least who this person works for.
Hello?
Good evening. It's nice to see the 4 of you returned.
We've completed our
door.
Heading in.
Vincent?
Yeah.
You going in, or are you staying outside, or?
No, going in.
Okay. As you walk in, Vincent, right about the time the door closes behind you, you hear the voice that you've heard many times in this past day. This is clearly the sheriff. The sheriff, you don't think you've ever heard him as exasperated and just fucking over tonight as you have today. As you're walking towards one of the few lit areas, you hear the sound of flesh on flesh. Like, clearly, backhands, smacks, punches. This is the sounds of melee violence. Or hand-to-hand violence, excuse me.
Punching the side of beef.
Well, it's more of a side of cat, but yeah.
Yeah.
As you walk in, you see the lovely Katrina somewhat better and somewhat worse. Like she looks like some of her ag damage has gone away, but it looks like it's been replaced with a whole bunch of new, fresh ass kicking.
What the hell?
So,
Should I heal this, master?
To whom
Did
is
you?
he speaking?
You here for weird shit? Because I didn't sign up for weird shit. I've had a long night.
The sheriff.
tell me all about it.
Oh.
So,
Hmm.
it's good to see the four of you back. Who wants to report first? You know what? No. I'll take that back. I already know who I'm going to get the report from. And Vincent, he looks over your shoulder at apparently empty air. Thank you. We'll speak later. You don't hear anything, you don't see anything, but clearly someone's dismissed. So, let me try to understand how the hell this got so damn convoluted in so short a time.
Why am I
Because
getting
your
this
friend
for
here-
free?
Katrina,
Because you wouldn't answer the questions.
Your questions are stupid.
You know, I would take that a lot more personally if I wasn't the one standing and you weren't the one tied to a chair.
Well, that feels a little personal to me.
Good.
Hmm.
Answer the questions and I'll let you go.
The hell are we doing here? This is what Cam does.
Oh. Well, when someone
she was nearly put into torpor. She was
Yeah,
attacked,
and
damaged, and savaged to the point of near torpor. The night
I know.
the night that the guy said
Yes,
it was her fault. But
her buddy,
I mean,
the one you told me about. Yes.
I told you in the report that I made that night.
Yeah, and then
I
you told me earlier tonight too.
I don't understand why she's being tortured when she had already been
That's
attacked
not
by them.
torture, sweetie. It's fine.
Oh well. I mean, just
Oh, please.
why
This
she's
is
being? I'm just curious. It just doesn't make any sense to me.
encouraged. Okay, let me break this down. I realize that I've been doing this a good deal longer than you have. So, one, I have members of the Primogen Council who are not where they're supposed to be. I have members of the court who are not where they're supposed to be. I have kindred who magically disappear after a massacre, somehow not where they're supposed to be. And I've got someone telling me that the missing person is somehow the fixation of whoever the hell's doing this to my city. Yeah, I'm gonna find out some answers. It's kind of literally my job.
Can you actually use names because you're being really confusing?
I would, as soon as you give them to me.
Who are you talking to?
You!
I mean, like, maybe if you managed this city better, there wouldn't be such a big list of problems.
I'm sorry, Jen, you broke up there.
I don't really want to repeat it now.
Right?
I said
No,
maybe.
no. I need you to repeat that, please.
I said maybe if you managed this city better, there wouldn't be so many problems.
Well, if I was the prince and I was the one running this place, that would probably hurt my
Is
feelings.
that what this is about? You want to be prince?
Instead, not especially. Right now, this is me trying to figure out who's attacking my city. And right now, you are the closest thing to a lead I have because apparently, according to this handy dandy little phone that you had on you, you've been getting texts from an unknown number right about the time all of these events kicked off. You've even been talking back.
Yeah, I got one text before the mummies arose.
Mm-hmm. And apparently you've had other people who were then attacking the mortal and kindred of this city, saying that this is your fault and you could have dodged it and everything.
What do you mean?
Vincent, that is how your report went, right? You know what? I'm pretty sure I'm close enough. So,
The fuck have you been saying, Vincent?
Wait,
who are
Katrina,
you working for?
Katrina, what are you
You,
talking
I
about?
thought.
Saying?
You-
Well,
Yeah, so did I.
hold on, Katrina. You specifically mentioned my name and you specifically asked a question. Let me inform you
Yes, I did.
that no, I was talking about Katrina. When this started, I specifically informed you I would be making a full report of all events that had happened the night in the circus. You were informed I would be making that report. I had made that report. I did not hide the fact of what I said about that. I did not hide anything from you. I did not hide anything from the sheriff.
What exactly did he
Okay.
say?
He said you were all you had to do was answer the phone. That's
Yeah.
all he said. That's what he said, and we reported this to the sheriff.
Okay, so what part of that was me doing something wrong?
I'm um I didn't say you were doing anything wrong, Katrina. I'm just saying you specifically stated
Not a mouthful of blood.
what have
you're
I
not saying.
done? This is exactly what I've done. And I'm telling you because I've already told you what I've done previously prior to tonight, and now I'm telling you again what I've done. At no point have I tried to lie to you, betray you, get underhanded with you, or sneak anything that you've done to anybody else. I'm not trying to screw you over, Katrina. We've been working well together so far. So at this point, so please do not focus your ire upon me.
Oh, I've got enough ire to go around, don't worry.
Just letting you know. I provided my assumptions to the sheriff that it seems the incident was repeated because obviously if we have 3 separate incidents where all of them were masquerade violations, intentional masquerade violations, and that speaks of a conspiracy. And if this person, this vampire that could move faster than all of us or anyone we've seen move fast was doing it, then they are obviously a quite old vampire or quite powerful vampire that we have no ability to stop from doing anything. And some odd reason, he mentioned your name.
So, now that everybody here understands whose recriminations, Katrina, who is this and why do they want you?
I don't know. A lot of people
You
want
don't
me
know.
for a lot of reasons.
Oh, that's right. You are a Toreador. Okay. Can we dial the ego back just a little bit and answer the damn question because I really don't have a lot of time before dawn,
I don't have ego,
and
just
I have a
facts.
city to try to Toreador. Yeah. Anyway, so Here's what I know. Someone, I don't know who, seems to be orchestrating things and talking to you right before he triggers attacks. Excuse me. I say he, I may have bespoken. They, just to cover all bases. You apparently had the power to stop this in some way. So how about this? How about we just go ahead and call this number, all of us together, and see what the hell happens?
Why wasn't that step one?
Oh, I was waiting for most of you to get here.
I was kind of
So dramatics. Cool.
super distracted by
No.
mummies last time I had my phone. I told you something would happen.
Yes.
I was like, hey, what are we expecting to happen? Because every time we go out on these little errands, one of you throws us out on, something always happens.
It really does.
Yeah. And that's kind of a problem. Because it's only happening to y'all.
Stop sending us
Are
places
these
then.
the only 3 security incidents since Tourism Week started? Really?
Oh no, there have been plenty more. It's just you're the only one that's happened to consistently.
So stop making us do things. Oh my god.
Are they all
They just
masquerade
come with
breaches?
it.
Worst boss ever.
Most of them masquerade breaches?
To one degree or another, at least they were attempted. I've had everything from God, like you can tell if it was possible for this guy not to have slept, he may not have slept for the past 2 or 3 days. This guy looks run ragged.
We know it's an older vampire or a very powerful vampire. So that leads to the assumption that either he's got a plan to screw over the Camarilla or he's working for one of the Camarilla or with one of the Camarilla. At this point, it could be either of those.
You just narrowed this down to pretty much anybody who's older than about 3 months old in the Dark Rift.
No. He moved faster. He moved faster than any vampire I'd
Yeah.
ever seen.
I've seen
I'd
speed.
ever seen.
That
Like
is fast.
literally moved faster than any vampire I'd ever seen. So there's no possible way this vampire is that young unless he diablerized a elder or Cain himself.
How would you know about that? Who taught you about diablerie?
I am a Tremere. That is part of our education.
How to commit diablerie?
Yikes.
Oops,
Way to
oops.
self
Part of our education is part of our education is what diablerie is.
They're blood
Mhm.
wizards. What do you expect?
Listen, I knew the Tremere were up to some weird shit, but I honestly thought it was like
And
human
nobody trusts
centipede
me.
stuff.
Katrina, do you have any idea who the fuck this guy is?
No.
No clue. Just started randomly texting you one day.
Yeah, one day. Like yesterday. At the mummies. I don't know how he got my number.
Like, no, I don't know, jilted exes or
Oh my
anyone
god,
who
like
might
so many.
want to break the
That doesn't
masquerade.
actually like narrow it down much.
Okay, of all the jilted exes, or any of them
Let's
wanting
try-
to break the masquerade,
You have
anyone you can think
in
of.
the city?
There's too many questions, one at a time.
Jilted X is still in the city.
Yeah, and she'll just start listing off. Like most of them are mortals. There's a few kindred in there too.
They
Probably
can
get
pull
doxed
notes
by a
every
kindred.
name you give.
There's like 16 names.
So I'm hearing that you can't think of anyone who would specifically want to break the masquerade to impress you or some bullshit like that.
Listen,
Or is crazy old.
Venture Daddy, I don't really know how you hit it off with girls, but I don't normally talk about the masquerade. When
Okay, that's Good, at
Under
least.
covers, you know?
So let's call the number. Good idea.
Speakerphone, redial. It picks up, and a voice that none of you have heard before answers. You can't, there's something going on in the background, but you're not really sure what it is. It's kind of hard to really make out through the phone.
Auspex,
Yes.
enhanced senses.
We'll get to that in just a second. But remind me of that. Okay. The voice, yes.
Who is this?
Who is this? How did you get this number?
How did you get this number?
You gave it to me.
Oh no. Who is this though?
You don't even remember me? You really, wow. Wow.
I'll try something.
Click.
Oh, that was awkward.
Well, that could have
Okay.
gone better.
Before we keep going, hold on. Because we had somebody use Auspex, heightened senses, you heard a couple of things in the background. It was kind of distorted by a cell phone, but you're fairly sure you heard what seemed like large machinery. I don't know, like maybe pumps or bellows or something, but large continually running machinery. You know you heard water of some kind, and like for some reason I think you heard like other people in the background, but they clearly weren't in the same room.
Does this town have a dam?
Nope.
That rolls
Only
on.
thing it doesn't have. Sure.
I want to attempt a perception and empathy for was the person on the phone bullshitting?
Okay. Go ahead and roll.
Damn. I got an 8.
You are, from what little you've heard of that voice, and you haven't really heard him a lot, you're not entirely sure, but the way they said some of it really made you think that after the first comment or two back and forth, they're like, I don't know who this is and I need to make something up. So are they bullshitting? Maybe. You're not really sure, but it sounded a little bit too panicked and a little bit too pivoty.
Yeah, especially for a phone call from somebody who would, from their reaction, want Katrina to call him.
Mhm.
His feelings were hurt that she didn't remember him. Something about that call didn't feel right. Anybody else?
Yeah, like who the
Mm.
fuck was that? He can't have been that good if I don't remember him.
Flips open the book, starts reading off the names. Yes, no.
Why
No.
don't we just why? Oh, sorry. Why don't we
As
just?
he's going down, I want to say he like ticks off like 10 of the 16.
We had a completed call. Can we trace it?
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. Sheriff, can you do you you have a contact in the police department? Can you get them to run that number and target the location of that other cell phone?
I can, and I will. Matter of fact, he looks over his shoulder. Yeah, should be getting a trace in just about a minute or two. They're still chewing on it through the cell phone networks. So, Katrina, before this goes any further, is there anything you want to tell me? It'll go a lot better for you if you tell me now and save me the effort.
What do you want me to say?
The truth.
The truth? The truth is those shoes don't go with your top.
All right. Well, let's see. Oh, look, a random harm. That random harm is going to be randomly put into the sheriff's hand and it's going to randomly land right across your cheek. Go ahead and take 3 bashing damage.
Okay.
He's not trying to he's trying to hurt you. He's not trying to harm you.
Katrina.
Looking kind of.
Oh, Katrina. You're the one that started this shit.
Eli's gonna walk forward and just look Katrina in the eyes. Just straight into her eyes.
I don't know who this guy is.
She's telling the truth. Like I, as far as you control my word or you can trust my word, she's not lying. I know a bullshitter. You can't bullshit a bullshitter. She's, I don't know.
I wouldn't lie to you, Eli.
There's nothing to gain from me because
I would lie to Vincent like 100%, but I wouldn't lie to Eli.
you got a lot of Vincent. He's a Tremere. Yeah,
Expected.
my word doesn't matter to anybody. So
as this conversation's going on, a flunky of some description walks up and hands a printout to the sheriff. And he starts reading it while you guys are talking.
About the trace?
Eli, are you okay? Like, I'm sure it sounded really, like, scary out there.
Oh, no, it was crazy. I saw so much shit that I didn't actually see. I can't talk about it here because I didn't see it. I'm not trying to get Vincent in more trouble.
I missed you.
You know,
Don't
Yeah, it's really weird.
don't worry.
I mean, of course you would because I'm fascinating, but it's still weird.
You're by far
Well-
way more fascinating than the rest of them. Do you want to, like, go do some
Take the
stuff?
trade.
This is bullying. You're bullying me right now. I like being bullied.
Ooh, I'm enticing you. Is that working?
Why? It's
That
bullying.
sounds like
Oh,
that's flirting.
it's a Tory door. This is bullying. I'm not doing this.
I would just consider that a threat myself, but anyway.
I have feelings.
So,
Really strong feelings. I've
yes, you do.
been on
Problem is most of them have to do
feelings.
with yes, I have that effect on many people. Speaking of feelings,
I'm
that you
familiar with
inspire
rage.
others- Good. Speaking of feelings you inspire in others, you would not believe where that call came from.
Probably not.
Do you remember, do you know the name Adrian Vandermeulen by chance?
That sounds like a CW show.
It is. It's also the name of one of the fringe elements that the sheriff had some sort of business arrangement with. He currently
Are you not the sheriff?
is the,
Sheriff.
excuse me, not the sheriff, the prince.
Okay.
It's the
Sheriff
storyteller.
enjoys speaking of
Second
himself.
time, dude.
The storyteller misspoke there.
It's vampire. We got to pay attention to these things.
Man, what do you mean with details?
You just cracked
The-
this case wide open.
All right. Well, just going on, just kind
Form-
of cutting the ropes on Katrina's hands, just while he's reading stuff.
Just holds Eli's hand as soon as possible.
It's, damn blood.
Adrian Vandermeulen,
Bless you.
also known as.
Kazoon type.
You may know him. You may know him by. Gives one of the names on the list. That's apparently a cover.
Oh, Teddy.
Indeed. Teddy, who currently owns the aquarium that just finished renovations.
What a cutie. He really likes octopi.
aquarium?
That's kind of weird.
Want to do the aquarium next? Is this what I'm hearing?
He likes how he can
That's
just
where-
ball up and fit up anywhere.
Yeah.
Yeah. He has a lot of money.
Yes, he does. And he provided a certain amount of clout and a certain amount of contacts to the court over the years, which is one of the very few reasons he wasn't staked out for the sun a long time ago. You
Just pull that move a
We
lot.
need to go.
We want to bake.
I didn't do anything to him. The Scourge is the one who's got that particular bent.
So we going to the aquarium? Because I
I'm
can go
gonna
to the
need
aquarium.
somebody to go find it. I need someone to figure out what the hell's going on and how he's involved. Apparently, you are the closest thing to an inn we have. Please note, this does not mean that we trust you. This does not mean that you are not under suspicion. Because right now, you all are. Fair warning.
I'm sorry. I've fallen into torpor twice chasing bullshit. Eli's fallen in once, and I don't know. I hear Robin's super good at shooting things. Either way, we have been like errand poison girls this whole freaking time, asking a lot of questions, but getting stuff done. Who won the artifact scavenger hunt? That was us.
That was you specifically.
It's us.
A little too convenient, don't you think, for people who are going on about how horrible things keep happening to them?
Yeah, oh my god.
And
I thought to check in the storeroom. Revolutionary.
And the people who have all the strange connections to random people that seem
You're
to be
the
behind a
person
lot
who
of
keeps
stuff.
sending us on random errands. Maybe it's you.
Wait, the mummy was the prince's friend, and the other person we're worried about is the Tremere. This doesn't really seem like a pattern.
Was organized by the Seneschal.
Yeah.
Yeah, have you looked at that guy? Because, like, he's super sus.
I will thank you to keep any suspicions you may or may not have about court officers to yourself.
You can thank me.
Unless you have sufficient evidence to back them up.
The curious part about the situation with the circus is that that was a group that has regularly performed in random circuses. That specifically worked for the guy that we told you about. The thing about the fair or the night market was that a lot of vendors for the magically inclined mortals were all there and all kept their storages in the same place, which is the reason why all of the artifacts wound up there, I am sure, because that's obviously how they were sneaking them into the general populace. The third part is about the mummies. The mummies, first they had to organize the blood, which that came from out of state.
Out of town.
Second, they had to have 5 vampires, 5 decently aged, that they could just made these vampires and then tortured them and drain them to the point of desiccation.
Yeah.
Install. And they had to specifically get involved with the transportation and community that was providing the original Egypt thing to send these mummies to the museum. So essentially, I'm curious as to how any of the 4 of us could be involved in any of that. Because every single one of those incidents is obviously being done outside of town coming into this town. I'm just curious as to, how we were involved in that when our movements are tracked regularly by our own personnel, which covers all of the cameras for this entire area. You could see any one of the 4 of us walking around doing our due diligence and performing our functions normally in this town. How we could be responsible. Yeah.
You're done, Vincent. You're done? You've got it all off your chest now?
I'm just asking the question.
One. Okay. Vincent, you're running off of a whole bunch of assumptions that are incorrect. Two, right now, I have even more powers to be able to do what's necessary to protect the city than I normally do. And 3, I suspect everyone of everything until proven otherwise. Now, Do I believe that this is a whole great one master plan by a puppeteer? Probably not. That doesn't mean that I don't. That means it's worse because I have separate entities with separate agendas I have to figure out. So,
Or one puppeteer that's old enough and well connected enough to know other puppeteers that could start that.
My God.
Right. And after that, you know, the Sabbat are gonna be under my bed. There's a monster. There's a werewolf in the closet
in
too.
your bed. That's the problem.
My job was to hunt monsters in the military. That training doesn't go away when I get out.
Well, in that case, and he leans in. Follow orders and do as you're told. Find out why this guy is after you. Why he's so obsessed with Katrina, and what the hell the aquarium and that goddamn rogue have to do with anything.
Understood.
Maybe I missed an audition
expected
for the
answer.
circus. Those were really hot dudes. I'd have fit in.
Katrina, please stop getting yourself hit in front of us.
You did this, Vincent.
Wake you up again.
You got
wake you up
hit.
again.
Let's go, guys. Come on. Let's go. It's the
You good to walk? You good to ride?
Don't worry. Don't worry. We'll be watching. And he sort of like glances and like gives a nod to somebody like not in your group.
Can I have my phone back?
Sure. I'm gonna go ahead and just warn you now. We already made full copies of everything on it.
Obviously.
And that pose really cannot be good for your back.
You gotta work your way into it.
I'll take your word on it.
I can show you.
Man.
Katrina,
I wouldn't trust you as far as I can throw you.
I'm small.
Yes. I could throw you a very long way. I still don't trust you.
Series of paradoxes.
So, it is currently, he checks his watch. It is currently 2 a.m. Dawn is at 7:30. I would hurry.
Ride with me again if you want, Robin.
I'm gonna spend a blood to heal this bashing.
So, as you're leaving, the Nosferatu is still at the door. Opens the door. Nods at all of you.
Mm-hmm.
Nods a little longer than you think. Starts shaking her head and just walks inside.
I don't know Morse code. What does she say?
Basically, Katrina, we are carrying around a couple obfuscated witnesses to watch over us while we do everything we're supposed to be doing. So that's exactly what's happening here from what I can tell.
Hey, well, I don't feel like doing anything, so...
I mean, luckily we've been doing what we were supposed to do, which is the fucked part, because man, I hate that.
Yeah, that's the irritating part for me too.
Yeah.
Like, we've been doing exactly what we're supposed to do.
Huh.
And even getting blamed by our teammates for the problems that we're not actually causing. But that's okay.
Uh-huh. Wonder what that's like. How very intuitive of you.
Yeah.
Eli, do you just like hang out, maybe play some board games or something?
We're supposed
Yeah,
to be
Strip
going
checkers.
to the...
where you want to go?
Checker.
No.
Strip Connect 4.
I gotta give that up.
Strip Risk.
You were impugning on my challenge and my road. Let's just go to the aquarium and be cool.
If that's what you want to do.
Jen, did you hear me about you can wipe off one more level of ag?
Oh, hell yeah.
Down to 2.
Did you get enough destruction out of you, Eli, or?
Oh no, that's that's a rope of sand, my dude. That's never gonna be done.
Okay.
Aquarium after being a glass. I'd like to see him try.
Yeah.
I would rather not see him try, but that's
I got
if it's all the same to us. But that's okay.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Hooks an arm around Eli's arm.
Eh.
Oh,
We'll see you guys at the aquarium.
God, what a long week.
Yeah.
Robin, you riding with me or you riding with Eli?
Eli's gonna look pleadingly.
Sorry, what?
Titan's arm.
I'll ride with Eli.
Okay.
Well, then all three of us gets Vincent driving alone.
Okay.
Vincent's being driven.
Yeah.
This is being driven.
He got his dude.
By his ghoul.
Exactly. All right. From where you are, it's about a 20-minute drive.
Mhm.
Feel free to discuss amongst yourselves if you have anything to talk about. While I get you guys on the road.
So, Katrina, who's your master?
Who's my what?
Your master. You were talking earlier.
Oh my god, I was just being a shit.
You're always a shit, but who were you talking about?
The sheriff. He thought hitting me would matter.
He was just hitting you to try to get info out of you. That seems very
Archaic.
I mean, I know not everyone can be as much of an artist as you, but it does seem very crass.
Well, I guess when someone throws you under the bus can get a little bumpy, right?
So you're definitely not
Mind control shit? Like none of that?
bloodbound or anything like that.
No.
I'm in a different car. I'm in a totally different car.
Yeah.
No.
So I'm asking, he didn't try any mind control or anything like that? Just punches?
Yeah. An attitude.
You'd consent to having Vincent checked to just to make sure you're not under some compulsion that perhaps you even are not aware of.
Oh, let him mind fuck me? Blood fuck me?
Yeah, no, just that's a weird way to try to get information out of
I am sorry that we weren't able to go after you.
It's fine. I just left so I could feed before I tore someone else's throat open.
Smart move. Shame that he picked you up.
Isn't it?
Could have been worse. Could have been so much worse.
I guess.
What's this aquarium like? I got sea turtles. Fucking love sea turtles.
Boy.
How are you? Either I'm gonna need somebody to try to roll me a local knowledge, or use a
Google it.
phone. Yeah, that's what I was.
Yeah.
I need
About sea
somebody
turtle?
roll me computers. No, about this aquarium to see if they do indeed have sea turtles.
You're right. I mean, I don't.
I'm driving.
I know.
It is very reckless to pull out your phone.
Eli,
What
steal a sea turtle?
Hellos?
Just put it in your bathtub?
No, that's my thing is not theft. It's destruction.
But
Not even
maybe it'd
killing.
be like super cool to
Just vandal.
have a sea turtle.
I can't
Okay.
properly maintain a sea turtle with my lifestyle. That's
Just-
rude to the sea turtle.
Tub, it's fine. Ghoul it.
I got four.
Oh, God, no.
You did.
I've already got hooch.
Alright.
I don't need a sea turtle.
So
It tastes like crab.
he's already looking. No, they don't. And I'll explain later.
Ooh. Oh.
So, Travis, I'm assuming that you've been doing the looking up. Is anybody in Eli's car going to do the Googling? Because I need someone to roll for that.
I mean, I guess while we're just sitting, I'll look up to satisfy Eli's idle curiosity.
I need to know. It's very important. Turn this whole
Really?
plan around.
Nice.
Hell yeah.
All right. In that case, Travis,
Investigating other stuff with the aquarium at the same time.
okay. Travis, since you are being driven and it's safe for you to do this, because we do not condone distracted driving here at D&D RPG.
Right.
Gunfights are fine.
Yeah, that's what
Distract-
We're not-
The 10 and 2, fellas.
one is
Look.
unacceptable.
Yes. So, as you go online, you see that this place, honestly, it may not even be aquarium may not be the right word. It looks like it's like just this side of like SeaWorld. This thing is huge. They've got saltwater fish, freshwater fish. They have sea turtles, freshwater turtles, and tortoises. They got all three kinds.
Oh dang. They got penguins. I love penguins too. They got penguins in there.
Do they have penguins?
Yes, matter of fact,
This
they
is
have specifically puffins.
Oh fuck yeah, y'all are screwed. It is about to be go time
I'd
with
say
these puffins.
this is the perfect way to hide a whole shit ton of money.
So, guys, here's the thing, right? It's got to be, and I don't care who hears this. Just looking around, like, obviously.
Yeah.
It's got to be either the sheriff, the seneschal, or the scourge who's fucking the city over, right?
Probably. Could also be the Harpy, who just left us a computer of potentially manufacturable evidence and just screwed off to who knows where.
Has anybody seen any of them harpies or their protectors or anybody since they bolted that night?
No, but I haven't really looked for them.
I haven't either, but this is a Cam City. This is y'all shit. Like, just I know what I would do when I'm in mischief mode, but
Could also be
What would you do,
as
Eli? Tell me.
bizarre as it sounds.
release a bunch of animals, start some fires, distract everybody in a bunch of different directions.
Yeah? Like, what kind of animals?
I don't know. Probably these puffins when we get to this aquarium.
What's a puffin? Tell me. I just like your voice.
It's like a
Tell
little
me.
aquatic seabird. Damn it, just doing it again. Puffins are semi-aquatic seabirds. They got little paddly feet, and they endear themselves to other animals by mimicry, which is usually mimicry by action. Which,
Okay, by action.
yeah.
That
Like if
means
they
that
see you for something, they'll try to do the same thing.
that means that if you wanted to flirt with him, you'd need to break a bunch of stuff.
I will always encourage breaking stuff. Victimless crime, actually.
I'll do anything you want.
Anyone else who's still reading instead of, well, basically watching the next episode of Love Island notices that they have
You did this, Eli. You know what you did.
they have
Still been torpid.
one of the largest saltwater shark tank in the country. It's only beaten out by like 2 or 3 aquariums across the country and Canada. They actually have, and this is extremely rare, a live whale shark.
God dang it, Chef. Don't do this to me.
And they're just now opening okay, they basically ripped off the Atlanta Aquarium. They have a tunnel through underneath so that way you can be in there with the fishies. In a separate section, they also have sort of some call it captivity, some call it rehabilitation. Some say, one's for PR, one's the other way. Yeah. Where you can come see orcas, a couple of some dolphins, a lot of walruses for some reason, not really sure why. A couple seals, a couple different kinds of seals, I should say.
Walrus.
And it does have one of the widest varieties of fish of all species, crustaceans, and shark this side of the Mississippi.
How many charities
How many charities
are involved in this place?
Charities?
How many charities are involved in this place?
A couple hundred. The bigger question is how many massive, massive corporations are sponsors?
Yeah, that's what I was gonna check next. Is corporate
A bunch. This thing is like apparently the pet project of at least 30% of the S&P 500 CEOs. everybody is in on this place, which really, really doesn't make sense when you consider how small and out of the way this city is. Like, this is the kind of like donor list you'd expect to see in a state capital. You'd expect to see this in like LA. You'd expect to see this in New York. This is not the kind of list for, random chef's idea place.
So it
Sounds
could
like
be the
giant
general
tax shelter
infiltrated
slash money
capitalism.
laundering shithole.
Might? Okay, okay. It's
Sure.
not a shithole. It's really nice.
It's a poop
They
trench.
care about the animals, man. Don't talk shit. Do you have any idea how long it took me to design this damn thing?
No, I'm saying I'm not calling it a shithole as in it looks nasty. I'm calling it a shithole as in this is obviously cover for something. That's what Vincent is thinking. In Vincent's
Morally
head,
dubious.
this is a morally dubious cover for something because there's no possible way that many charities and corporations are involved, and this is not having some creative accounting happening behind the scenes.
All right. So Jen, I know that most of your attention has been focused on Eli and trying to turn him into another form of distracted driving, which we don't condone here.
Already distracted because he's
He's
thinking about
very
pasta.
supportive.
Oh, I'm bad. You happen to notice that as they're scrolling down through the list of charities, you also start to see like pictures of the staff. You see like the lead rehabilitation trainer, you see the lead so-and-so. Some of these humans look kind of familiar, and then right at the bottom, chairman, CEO, and resident love, like Puffin love specialist. Hadrian Vandermeulen.
Oh my gosh, that guy. What a nerd.
He's got a suit on, he's got a tie, but he's also still like, you can't tell if it's CGI of him petting a puffin or not, but he's clearly posing with something.
Do I recognize these? I'm sorry.
Katrina, you're an expert in creative accounting and things like that. What do you make of this?
What do you mean? What do I make of it? I mean, it would take a forensic accountant to really be able to sort through these finances, and it sounds like when I say it sounds like, I mean, like it definitely means he controls probably all the forensic accountants in a 50-mile radius. So,
Good to know.
More.
Do I recognize the pictures of any of these people in comparison to the mummies we've seen, the Corelli, the whatever the brothers are that we saw, or the dude
No.
the dude that talked shit and ran away like a bat out of hell?
You do not recognize any of these faces from any source. I think that, to really know who these people are, you'd have to be already involved in their field. Like for who they are and in the field that they're in, they are a relatively well-known name. To the general public, their name doesn't really carry the same kind of, it's not like the same like Walt Disney brand or anything. So yeah.
Has my
Jen,
history rubbing shoulders with wealthy people at parties?
you've met
Any
the guy.
insight? Huh?
You've met the guy. He's kind of a one-trick pony, though. He seems very much like he's the CEO, but he's not entirely certain how he does what he does.
Huh.
And he doesn't really have much to talk about outside of work and the animals. Jen, quick question. Do we have any other redeems or anything going on the Twitch stream?
I have not seen anything recently.
Nah, I'm in chat. I ain't seen nothing.
Okay.
I'll let you know.
So,
You're
thank you.
talking about gibberish.
So,
Um,
he seems a bit shallow in terms of conversational ability.
Mhm.
But then again, he was also able to at least get Katrina's number, so
I met him like 4 years ago when I first got to town, and I needed money for like, my gallery.
He
yeah.
funded you?
Do what?
He funded you?
Yeah.
Is
Okay,
that what
not
we're
like
calling that?
funded, but just gave.
You must have really done a number on him. I'm impressed.
We did a number on each other. It was true love.
Sure, if he felt that way the whole time. Now, we're just gonna walk in the front door and see what happens to us. That seems to have been a fairly good strategy in the past.
Guaranteed something will.
Yep.
And if it does, man, that sheriff's looking really sus.
I mean, he's already batting 1,000. We're literally everywhere we go. So
Yeah, do you think he's trying to kill us?
No,
it feels like he's trying to get us killed, because I'm certain if he wanted to kill us, he'd just kill us.
Right, like
that
something.
again became
He
stale
gets us
when
killed,
it
it's
was
not
the
on
Bible.
occasion. But he's also the sheriff, so who really
On purpose? So.
Nah.
If only anybody had rolled empathy in any conversation they had with the guy.
Just stop
Nope.
listening to him.
He seems like he's
That's
been
why-
going through a lot.
That's why he had to start hitting you to make sure you were paying attention.
I'm just really like, blah, blah, blah.
Did you just Charlie Brown at me?
Yeah.
It's called shell.
Right.
Everything gets all.
I'm very traumatized.
For your friend. But other than that, I guess we'll just walk through the aquarium. Maybe see if we can get into some backstage areas.
Okay. And with that, you pull up at the outskirts, mostly like the outside of the turn lane into the parking lot, for the aquarium. There are still cars here? Like, you're not sure if these are overnight employees. Yeah, well, it's about 2:30 in the morning, yeah. You're not sure if it's overnight, like people just leaving their car here, park and ride style, or if this is employees who are here. Some of them are parked a good ways away from the building. Some of them are parked pretty close. But there are
I contact the Ventru. Robin. Robin, do you have any business contacts that have dealings with this aquarium?
Jeff?
you probably would. As to like you personally have not done business with them. But you are like you hear their name whenever donation season comes around. You've seen other people like host like luncheons for them as a charity or something, but not like we're starting a partnership with someone. So
They're absolute whores for donations. I wouldn't be surprised if half my circle's given them money. I personally haven't, but I've received my fair share of invitations to luncheons, which most certainly do not involve any sort of kickback.
How do you feel about a little subterfuge and asking your contacts who have direct dealings with them, letting them know that you are doing research on this facility and you're trying to find out if any of them have direct interface with like senior employees here that they could they could connect you to and may be able to offer you some inside information.
I mean, I can send out a few messages. Most of my colleagues are still mortal and probably asleep. Probably won't get anything by daybreak, but might turn up something useful in the next few days.
Well, I mean, I'm just saying if you might be able to get someone on the horn, maybe we could get a
Again,
little bit of information.
Mortal. Asleep, but I'll see what I can do. I'll do what he said, send off just a few emails, but
You send off a few emails. Of all the names you can remember, you are very sure you are not getting a reply until morning.
yeah, whatever. But I've done it at least.
I know. So, as you pull up out front, there's a fire lane. I'm assuming, Pierce, are you parking in the fire lane?
No. I am parking out.
Well,
Pierce is destructive, but he supports our emergency services.
Seriously.
like we do here at
Right.
AMD RPG.
Fire is very bad for all of us.
Okay.
This is true.
So
Yeah.
you guys park near each other.
Mhm.
How are you trying to get in here?
Is it open?
Or
At 3 in the morning? No,
You said it was big
it is. It's huge
and it's closed.
at 3 in the morning.
Okay.
Katrina, you been here before?
Yeah?
You remember where the main offices are? Like the administrative offices?
Yeah.
Okay, could you get us there?
Yeah.
Perfect.
Would you?
I guess.
gotta get in first.
Following Katrina.
What?
I'm just gonna head to the front door and see if it's unlocked. And if it's locked,
it not?
I'm gonna knock.
All right, you knock.
Like looking toward the cameras.
I'm staying a little bit further back.
After about 2 minutes, a surprisingly well-dressed person walks up and is just sort of like stands like 2 or 3 feet away from the door and just looks at you.
Cool. Aw. Gonna use aw.
Okay.
That's performance and manipulation, I think.
I believe so.
Yeah.
We'll just call it that. No successes.
So because it is brighter outside than it is inside, you wind up in awe of your own face.
What else
But
is
you
new?
were already in awe of your own face, so it doesn't really do much.
Hi.
Good evening.
Is Hadrian?
Can we help you? May I ask what business you have here?
Yeah, Hadrian.
Do you have an appointment?
I don't need an appointment.
Ma'am, if you do not have an appointment or you have not spoken to
Just tell him
Mr.
Katrina's
Vandermeer,
here.
to be fair, you do still have 2 ag and you have been smacked around a good deal.
I healed the bashing.
Oh, you
Healed
did?
the bashing.
Did not hear that part. I apologize. I'll take that back. So, ma'am, I'm sorry, but if you don't have an appointment, Mr. Hadrian will not be able to see you this evening.
I don't think that's correct. You should call him.
He sent me down here. Did you have a message?
Yeah, I miss him.
You miss him. Jen, are you using any other powers besides, like, your genliness, for lack of a better term?
I'm gonna
Or
try.
persuasion.
I'm gonna.
I mean, it wasn't a bot. You can
It wasn't a botch.
them again.
No, it's not.
Just a fail.
I'm gonna try again. I'll try all again.
Okay.
2.
There's 2.
Now I'll spend a willpower to make it 3.
Oh.
Next
Okay.
step, I get big rock.
So somehow
Has this
the way you
really quick? Has this guy worked for him for a while?
this guy has been with Hadrian for a while, but you're pretty sure he works much more for Hadrian personally than the aquarium.
Okay,
But
so
he's not
can I-
like a direct personal. You may have seen him in passing,
Okay.
but you haven't. He's not close enough to Hadrian for you to know his name.
Okay, that was ultimately the question. Okay.
So what did you say? The last thing, like right as awe kicked in.
I don't remember. We can keep going.
Something like, I miss him.
I miss him.
Mhm.
And I haven't
Why do
had
you
the
say
chance to
that?
come here yet.
We have been closed for renovation, so that's understandable.
I want to see the new stuff.
The new stuff.
Maybe the most powerful one is chutzpah.
Ask him about the
I
puppet.
mean,
I hear you have puffins now.
From the bushes.
yes, we do. We actually just finished renovating the puffin exhibit about a month ago.
Tell him I really
Finally
want
got
to
them
pet a
all.
puffin.
He steps back and like touches his ear, and you can just barely see the little microphone thing right there. And he like turns away and has something of a private conversation.
Auspex, heightened senses.
Sir, it's her. And she really wants to see the puffins, and I'm really tempted to let her. Yes, sir. I am aware of what that makes me. Yes, sir. Shall I have her meet you there, sir? Yes, sir. He turns around, walks over, pulls out a key, unlocks the door. Mr. Hadrian will be happy to give you a tour of the puffin exhibit.
I'm
And
so
he closes
excited.
the door right behind you.
Can I?
This way, if you please.
What do I have on my person? Can I try to like slip something in the door so it doesn't lock behind me?
You can try. I'm gonna go ahead and call that sleight of hand.
I mean,
I mean, if you have like a credit card or a receipt or anything like that, just to try to keep the latch from fully deploying, I'm assuming is what you're talking about.
Yeah, pretty much. So Dex, stealth or security, and let me tell you, it doesn't matter because they're both the same for me.
In that case, sure, security.
Unless you see something that would fit better, but I don't think so.
I'm trying to remember why will this not load?
There's not like a larceny in this version.
Yeah. We're just trying to get this thing to actually load up so I can see what the hell I'm talking about.
I mean, I guess it could be athletics, but that would also still be the same roll, like numbers wise.
Part of me says streetwise. Go with security. Security's close enough.
Three.
Yeah, you did it. You got it from opening, and it does not
Real quick,
appear that
my deck specialty is swift.
You
Account for this?
you did it super quick, like the wind.
Cool. Well, I guess I'll re-roll those 10s.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter. It's still 3.
You succeeded. You were able to uh you were able to put it there. As far as you can tell, he was more focused on other parts of you than your hands. And so, yes, as far as you can tell, you have gotten that in there without him knowing. And he escorts you, in as professional a way as he can.
Just gonna be like like obnoxious, happy girl, like hooking an arm around his arm. Like, I can't wait. Oh my God, this is so exciting.
After they've
Private
gone
tour?
on another 20 seconds or so, I'm gonna
Oh yeah.
Robin,
sneak
yeah.
through.
Robin, wait,
I
wait,
am.
Robin, wait.
Okay.
Let's me and you try to get into their camera system and loop a few cameras so that we don't show up on their camera system.
I was hoping they'd be watching her, but that's a very good idea.
Great. Let's step back to the car like we're just waiting for her. And then
Sure.
do there. All right, we go
Okay.
back to Eli's van. We go back to Eli's van, and me and Robin break out our tools.
All right. So,
Okay.
what are the rules for helping someone do something again? Because I've got a shit ton of
Hi.
computer and stuff, right?
Yeah. So I'm trying to remember the rules. I think you would just both roll, and then in this case, because of I'm sorry, Jim, what?
Oh, like technically he gets like a +1, so it might be just worth it for you to roll independently.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, yep. Let's see. 2. Fuck.
Jeez.
Okay. Travis,
Damn.
you were going through, you managed to find a connection, and you got through like maybe 3 or 4 layers of encryption, but you have run smack dab into a firewall, and you are stuck.
Okay.
However, our dear friend and Venture Daddy has figured out, yeah, he found an access port, and
Buddy.
he is in.
Buddy, don't worry about their internal network. We can play with that later. Cameras, they must have bought the cameras off eBay. Just remember, the S in IoT stands for security.
The S in IoT.
Nerd.
Internet of Things.
Uh,
Bluetooth cameras and
yeah.
As long as you can loop the ones that we're going to be passing by, that's awesome.
I'm gonna say that yes, you can. You also find like some of their outside door controls because the locks are electronic, so you can lock and unlock. Yeah. I'm not gonna say you have full facility control, but you have the ability to tweak anything that's connected to the security system at this point.
Can I leave my laptop running in the car and SSH into it through my phone?
You can, but that is going to be detectable.
Fair enough. What do you say, Vincent? You want someone staying back here in comms, or should we go in?
I can do that if you'd like. You guys want to go in? I can stay back here. It's up to you. You and Eli.
I think untraceable facility control is going to be very useful to us, even if it's not complete.
I mean, you could pass me your laptop, and I can
Yeah, hand
I
in my
can hold
laptop.
on to. Okay.
Have
All right.
fun.
I
In
stay
your
out in the
hand.
car to. I stay out in the car
Literally.
to basically cycle through things, making sure that I,
And he can see the
following your
unlooped cameras too, right?
Yeah.
Mhm.
And he can
Yeah.
see the unlooped
Yep.
cameras too, right?
Right.
That could be
So,
useful.
yep. So the two of you, Eli and Robin, are going in. Is that what I'm hearing? Vincent, you are staying out in the van. Is that right?
Yep.
Okay. And our dear Katrina is currently flirtily sashaying her way to the puffins. As you're walking, he is doing his best to be, a good host, gentlemanly, definitely doing his best not to stare at his boss's ex-girlfriend. Definitely doing his best to try to ignore the fact that you have a foreign appearance. And somewhat successful. He's not drooling, so I guess.
I guess I failed.
Yes, you did. So, as you're walking, he's, telling you a little brief history about the recent renovations, the names for the new wings, the little bit of stuff about how many new puffins they've got, how many are laying eggs right now, relevant museum data that any museum guide would be able to give you. But he's in a three-piece suit and, escorting you to a extremely rich man who's, yeah. So.
Cool. I'm gonna just ask random questions as we go that tell him that I'm invested in the conversation. Like, oh my gosh, puffins, are those saltwater or freshwater? Like, what do they
saltwater.
eat?
They actually have a notorious beak formation where it's actually inwardly serrated, so that way they can hold multiple fish at the same time without having to worry about losing any.
Oh my gosh, how many can they swallow at once?
The most I've seen is 6, but
That's so many.
isn't it though?
Oh my gosh. You know so much.
I like to be informed.
I feel like Robin is also getting this same speech, but from the other side, from Eli as they're walking. Again,
I'm fairly sure.
They're serrated, so they can hold so many fish in their mouth. They don't have to worry about going. Eli, shut up! No.
Well, Robin's not flirting with Eli, but he's very much drinking it all in.
Okay.
And Vincent is enjoying the fact that he's getting so much more of an education than he ever fucking wanted in puffins.
Alrighty.
So excited.
Eli, we are in a brand new, freshly renovated space.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think that you would have to roll a self-control here?
Oh,
Or
I'm
is the
fine
excitement
right now.
if the puffins are distracting everything?
Oh God, yes.
Okay.
Animal time, dude. I'm so stoked. I'm gonna smash so many enclosures. I can't wait.
And then you can tell that the guy's actually kind of running out of material, so he starts making like little white lies about how they feed puffin cereal to the puffins.
She's gonna
Loud
pretend she's too
interpreter.
dumb to know any better. Like, oh my god,
Yeah.
is that how they get the name?
Not quite, but it's actually very closely related.
Is it?
And
Do
then
they
he's
eat that in the wild?
No,
it's the first, second day on the job.
one
One
of
way
you.
you work in a museum for more than 36 hours without being able to talk someone's ear up 2 or 3.
It's actually one of the higher performance foods that we try to give them here as part of their recovery program. It also helps with their
Drug
proper
addict?
money diet. No, but some of them were injured in the wild. We actually rescue them.
Those opiates. So good.
It was more the other seabirds trying to eat them, but yeah, opiates are a bitch too,
That's a bummer too.
It is.
truly.
Special for all these
After
puppets.
after about a 5-minute walk, you could tell towards the end he's kind of trying to he slows down, trying to stretch this walk out a little bit. Why, you're not sure, but he's trying to stretch it out a little bit until you walk into a rather well lit atrium that has like, grand presentation, like all the banners for an opening the next day and everything. And Mr. Van der Meulen will meet you inside.
Sweet. Thanks.
Good evening.
So where are we
Whoever
at
you
this
are.
point? Like sneaking right behind him, or
One sec. My name is Anthony, ma'am. Should you have anything else you need, Mr. Van der Meulen will be able to get me, and I'll be able to do whatever I can.
You're so helpful. Thank you, Anthony.
You are quite welcome, ma'am.
Goes inside.
I'm directing.
And
I'm
they're a
directing.
little bit unsure since it's off. Go ahead.
I'm directing Robin and Eli toward the administrative offices.
Okay.
So while they're distracted, and the boss is distracted.
Okay.
Here.
Basically, the way we're looking at it, to get into any major part of this without going outside and coming in through one of the employee entrances, you go in through the main thing. There's the ticket counters, information booths, all the other stuff you'd find almost anywhere. Forward, you see like the kind of big, this way to the, aquarium, this way to the puffins, the walleye, and all the other things. And then you see an opening to the left that has a much more office-like label, says, business offices, authorized entrance only. So you're walking in, big puffin thing, or business office.
sorry, your voice cut out about 15 seconds ago.
Basically, Robin, he's telling you that you can either. It's your choice on whether you follow to the puffins or if you go to the business office. And I'm recommending. Vincent's recommending that you go to the business office for searching things because the head guy and his personal security are all distracted. And
Great. Let's split up, gang.
Okay.
It was a good time.
Well, since Eli, you have been split up with.
Wait, where was Eli specifically saying he was going to?
No, you said you're going to the business offices.
Yeah.
Eli, are
I
you
want to go to
also
the
going?
puffins, but yeah, we're sticking together. We don't know what we have here yet, but when he's safe, we'll check out the puffins.
Okay.
And every time Eli winds down, I offer another question about puffins randomly. Just to make sure that Eli is continuing his discussion about puffins.
Once I realized what Vincent is doing, I start tossing in questions as well.
Okay. The expedition to the Puffin Rock is, okay, we're gonna say Jen is gonna be on one side as the three of you guys are gonna be on the other. Let's see. Who do we want to go with first?
I've done quite enough
This is
talking.
on the van. So
okay. Well, he's in the van, but he's also monitoring you through security equipment, so it's kind of like he's there.
Oh yeah, man.
All right.
Van.
The two of Eli and Robin, you make that left, at least one or two long lingering looks at the newly renovated signs and everything like that as you go into the business office. The door is surprisingly unlocked, and you hear the sound of people working.
Can I see? Can I get a view of any of these people working and kind of give them a heads up?
From what you can see, in the field of view of this camera, there are approximately 5 people who seem to be just going about their day job. Typing, working on stuff, sending emails, confirming shipments, things like that. So they seem to be doing what you would expect people in an aquarium to be doing. That's all you can see from where you are.
Heads
From
up, guys.
the cameras you can see.
Heads up, guys. You got five. You got five civilians. 5 civilians in the offices performing standard office tasks, from what I can tell. I'm not sure exactly what's happening, so it's up to you on how you want to handle it. You could have Eli can maybe throw some illusions around to make it so they don't see you since they're already distracted, or something of that nature possibly.
What are we trying to do in here, Robin? Some personality.
With the image of the wall behind us as we walk around through. I'm not super good at sneaking.
Hey, Vincent, evens odds.
Sneaking, but
Even
it don't work like
why not?
that. Hey,
Vincent, you see at the out of the corner of the screen, a person dressed very differently from the others, walking in, and it's kind of grainy at this distance, but you'd almost swear to God this guy's wearing a dive suit, like a neoprene diver suit, if you didn't know any better.
need that suit.
It's an aquarium. That makes perfect sense.
Yep.
I tag him to those two. Let him know which direction he's coming from, so that Eli can properly distract.
Is he coming? Sorry, is he coming towards us?
He is. There is a sort of like large central area to the office with mostly cubicles. You can also see offices with doors that close around the outside edge. At the corner, he appears to be coming in from the left, or excuse me, from the right, whereas you would be approaching that corner from straight ahead from where you're standing. So he's coming in from the side, from where you're standing.
All right. Gonna I point the camera to Eli and then motion for us to sneak in through the door into the office and take our chances there.
No sneak, just walk in. Trust me.
Okay. I walk in quietly but confidently.
Yep. No.
Okay.
Also walk in confidently.
Nobody really
I mean, if they look at me, I am wearing a suit, so they'll be like, "Oh."
Nobody really seems to notice anybody coming in that door. They seem to be focused on their task, and like this is a fairly common occurrence. So they haven't. If anybody has seen you, it's just been out of the corner of their eye, and they're not really paying any major attention. You could
Sure.
easily get. You could easily get within about 3 or 4 cubicles of these people before you really started getting into like active line of sight issues.
Gotcha. But now just walk like I'm supposed to be there.
All right. I'm gonna if I pick one of the nearby unoccupied cubicles and turn on the computer, will I be able to help out from the inside to get Vincent some more access?
We'll find out. I will say this, nothing in here resembles the security terminals that you have at your business. These look like just standard PCs.
Right. But
As to what they can and can't access, you couldn't tell from here until you
okay,
try to turn it on.
trying to do that within my knowledge doesn't sound like impossible.
As to how difficult it would be, that's going to depend on some dice rolls, but it is definitively possible you could do that.
You got the
Okay,
dice for it. You got so many dice.
Oh
gonna
yeah.
flip in, turn on the computer, and let's see how this goes. Oh, great, not terrible.
All right, you were able to guess
Not
the
terrible,
password
but-
within. You guessed the password within 5 tries, and then you noticed that it happened to be written on a sticky note on the far side on the back of the monitor, because we believe in security. As you log in, you're noticing that there's not, and this looks just like fairly standard stuff. You've got Outlook, you've got internet browsers, you've got basic files detailing like shipments, animals that have come in, orders, repair requests, personnel.
Right.
But you don't see any direct
Nothing.
access to the security system.
Okay, and nothing that immediately looks like kindred interference.
Roll me I'm trying to think how I can phrase this.
Computer
Roll me
investigation. No.
in roll me in intelligence. Um, Intelligence investigation, please.
All right. Maybe we do 5E now. Ah,
Ooh.
shit.
Mm.
Can
heck
I
yeah.
spend a willpower for 3 more dice?
You may.
Mhm. Hell yeah.
Hey, you got 1.
The second time
call.
that's worked out ever.
Right.
Usually just gets you to 0.
Okay. Yep. So you got 1. Do you see anything that looks like kindred interference? No, but for something this big, you expected more file. You expected like more compartmentalization and departments in there, whereas it appears like whoever's computer this is has the ability to look at almost anything. And you know that in your office, admittedly, you deal with a lot more data security things. That's not how
No.
large corporations, especially with these many sponsors, are supposed to be organized and run.
No, their insurance would not be happy.
Yeah. So direct kindred interference, not necessarily. Something suspicious, yes. Because humans can be stupid too.
Hey, Robin, y- while you're there, you think it's possible that you could start a download? I mean, do you have like do you have a thumb drive on you? You may be able to start a download, get some of this information that we could parse through later.
Always whip out a thumb drive and start just that going while I
On the
turn
camera.
to Pierce and start just, very officially looking through paper files if there's anything of key
Okay.
import.
You notice that as you're starting the download, it gets to about 60%, and then you have an error message flash up.
What's the error say?
Transfer of secured files requires security password. Please enter password.
So they're not completely useless.
Tell you what, roll me, or tell me, give me evens odds. I just want to see
Evens.
what's, okay. That's all there is. There's definitely not anything else there.
Um, secured files are going to be the more interesting ones, but if Vincent, have you seen any privilege escalation opportunities?
So far, all I'm looking at is just from the security server. So it looks like their servers aren't connected. Their admin server.
Running Windows 10 or to be running Windows 10, are they? Can you run Mimikatz? Do we have a admin password?
What's on
Like
your
I said,
laptop?
try the password that they left on their as their monitor. See,
All right, type in 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9.
that the
Okay.
password from the sticky note.
Yeah, I know. You said that
Yeah.
it was the 5th password, I guess, which would have been the 5th most common password.
Lo and behold, it actually works. And I don't know if that's a good thing or just really scary.
Yeah, scary is what that is.
So yeah, you put in the password and it seems to accept it.
All right, I wait for the transfer to complete. Pull out the thumb drive.
It takes about 5 more minutes.
Oh, okay. Well, we're looking through other stuff in the meantime.
I'm assuming you're looking for the files that you're transferring? Or do you mean like you're looking for other stuff like physically on the desk?
I meant physically. I assume or I guess it's on a.
I would assume Eli is going through paper records.
Or Eli's doing the physical stuff, so yeah, I'm doing the computer
stuff.
stuff.
Robin is doing the computer stuff. So Eli is handling the physical records, while Robin is handling the digital records.
All right, Pierce, I'm gonna ask this even though I know your answer. Evans?
Always.
Pierce, you do not find anything that seems out of place. I mean, you've got reports on the health of different sea creatures. You've got reports upon veterinary diagnoses, water salinity, power consumption, water consumption, all kinds of different things. But none of it looks particularly odd.
It's all nerd shit.
It's what you expect.
Yeah.
All right, so just so I'm clear, Vincent and Robin, I'm gonna give you each one roll to see whether or not you find anything that strikes you as odd. Okay?
What is the investigation? Intelligence investigation?
Intelligence computers.
Intelligence computer. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
So if both of you could, Leaf, you do not see anything particularly out of that strikes you as odd. Vincent, you actually notice somewhere in there's a file with like a higher security flag than most of the other ones. And in it, it's just a report about having to retrofit one of the like background rocks in the main tank. Like the main aquarium giant pillar of water tank. About having to retrofit it for, some different kind of use other than just like decorative. Maybe they've got to put in something new there or whatever, but it doesn't really make sense that they would be making an alteration this late an alteration of that magnitude in that tank after they've just finished renovating everything else when they've done it all at the same time.
So it looks like there's some shady shit going on with a rock in the main aquarium. I'm saying this to Robin and Eli.
Yep. Hey, Pierce.
Yeah.
Roll me a perception alertness, please.
User. Bloop.
Oh,
Six successes.
Sounds
Stir
good.
her money that roll later.
You're on the fucking ball right now, Eli. You're on the ball.
All hopped up thinking about puffins.
that guy in the
High alert. I
the
can
guy in
just
the
puff any
neoprene
second.
suit, you can smell him coming your way. He smells like salt water. He smells like bait fish a little bit. He definitely does not smell like anything else in the office. If you didn't know better, you'd think he just climbed out of something, like out of a tank. But he's wearing just like what looks like regular water shoes and neoprene.
Am I seeing this guy in the camera heading
You
in the direction of the cubicle that they're currently at?
not from the angle you're at, no.
Okay. All right, so I can't say anything. I'll leave it at the fucking
Yeah.
phone. Yeah. No
But
metagaming.
here you very much you hear him, you smell him, and god damn, you got 6. You can tell just sort of by the way he moves, this is not a mortal.
Hmm.
He is moving too gracefully. His skin is the wrong shade. You know, he looks a little bit too corpsey. You know, maybe it was super cold in the tank or whatever, but
Mm-hmm.
this guy does not look well. He looks a little bit too kindred.
He looks. I mean, we have a phrase for that. He actively looks path dead.
Not
Absolute affront to the masquerade, or like what?
he looks like he has a 1 in appearance and has not done anything to try to fix it.
I'm not trying to be judgmental. I'm just saying, like,
No, okay.
there's a level that like Cam
Yeah.
goes past, where it's like, yeah, we don't do this, but
You will also notice that no one else in the office blinks. Like this guy looks actively like really weird, and everyone else just seems to treat him like he's, you know, just he's nothing new, nothing surprising.
following suit.
Yeah.
Making a mental note, but following suit.
Hi, I don't believe we've met. I'm Roger.
Roger. Oh, I'm Jack L. How you doing?
All right.
All right.
Not bad. It's this place is weirder at night, but yeah.
Yeah. We have to have
fine.
24-hour crew just to keep track of everything. Plus, they got us doing all these late night repairs so that we were not, stopping anything from the tourists coming through. I don't know why the hell they want me to do this at 3 in the morning instead of like right after close, but
Eh,
what do I know?
it's work you got to do that's not during the day, I guess. Don't want to muddy up new renovations. Don't want to mess up the puffin wing.
Well, thankfully, the puffins, I didn't have to fix the puppets. I had to go in the main tank tonight. Trying to figure out why the hell I had to fix a rock. It's a fucking rock under about 150 feet of water. But yeah.
What, did the
I don't worry
plaster
about
start
that.
showing?
No, that's the thing. It was in perfect repair. If anything, they actually made me open it and prep have the inside ready for like they needed an open space in there. I don't know if they're gonna try to put like a new air, like a new bubble circulator in there to try to help with the oxygenation levels, or if that's gonna be like a cover for a salinity monitor. But
Just
it's
replace those, man. We don't have that in the budget. Why do they keep adding more shit?
Is this
I
not
knew
the reason why ours is but to do and collect a small paycheck?
small being the operative word, considering how much considering how much we get paid here, you really would think that maybe GlaxoSmithKline or Pfizer would have been chipping in a little more. But no,
Of
they
course
made
they
me
did.
do that.
Did it reach us? No.
Of course not. But yeah. Pierce, do me a favor, roll a bullshit just because I need to see how good your bullshit is before this next little bit.
So it's just
Manipulation
run of the mill.
subterfuge, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Run of the mill business chatter, nothing inane water cooler talk. Ooh, only 3.
Okay. Yeah. He goes, plus, those new guys that were in there being all bossy and shit. Fucking hate these new guys. Thankfully, they're just they're short-term contractors. They got to come in and do something else in the tank that I don't even know about. At this point, I'm starting to really wonder who the hell management's even talking to. But hey. Anyway, I got to get back before the feeding time. Good talking to you. I'll see y'all around.
Hey,
what up?
I never really get a chance to ask any of the guys. What's it like swimming with that whale shark? Like, they can't bite you, right?
Well, you could fit inside its mouth, but it doesn't have teeth. It's just a great big filter feeder. So it's majestic, and it makes you feel very, very small. But you also know that you're safe. But you also know that this thing thrashes its fin the wrong way, and it'll kill you. So it's not the same thing as swimming with sharks. I mean, I've done that. That's kind of a high adrenaline thrill. This is one of those kind of awe-inspiring, sort of like a peaceful awe and dread at the same time. Yep.
But
So while this is going on, we are going to cut frame and swing back to the elephant exhibit. What was that?
Don't know.
Oh, there's someone in. Yeah.
Okay. So there's Teddy, Hadrian, looking better dressed, but also exactly as subtly awkward as you remember.
Oh my God, Teddy. Look at this place.
It's Hadrian now. But yeah. I won't lie, I was surprised when I heard from you.
Yeah, I've just been so busy. I'm so sorry.
Busy.
Yeah, you saw the gallery. We're doing great.
You ghosted me for 4 years.
No, it was 3.5.
Ah, well.
We both got busy.
Yeah. I had an idea, and it worked.
It was a great idea.
Thank you.
Why this town, though? This place is too small for this.
Sometimes a place doesn't have resources to offer, so it offers policy.
I don't know what that means.
Yes, you do.
No.
The politics. The politics and the policies of the prince here were aligned well with the plans for what we wanted to put in. So we chose here.
Well,
he said the word prince.
Oh, he's kindred.
Oh, sorry, I must have missed that when I was walking.
Yeah. But what brings you to my door? Not that I don't love seeing you.
No. Well, the sheriff has been sending us on bullshit operations, and I'm tired of getting hurt, so I figure why not have some fun? Pulls up
Why
her
money?
entire dress to show him the duct tape. Still holding her insides in.
Dear God.
Yeah.
Clearly staring at parts of you that are not covered in duct tape. What happened?
Someone was too rough with me. Not like you, Teddy.
What do you want?
I want to have fun. I'm bored with being told what to do.
You never seem to mind.
Yeah, because everything you want to do is fun.
I try.
Are you dating someone now? Is that why you're being cagey?
Think of it more as being married to the job right now.
You have forever. What the fuck?
I have forever, but certain opportunities don't come by that often. You have to seize them tight
Yeah.
when you can.
Certain opportunities don't come by that often. So you're gonna
No,
seize
they
this
don't.
one or not?
Jen, I would like you to roll me whatever you believe she would use the most for seduce.
Oh, okay. Well, I have an appearance. I'm gonna go appearance subterfuge because this is
Okay.
deceptive. But I do have a specialty in seduction for appearance. So we're just
Go ahead and roll it. Let's see what happens.
five.
Jesus.
If you could actually hear someone's resistance and willpower snap, there would
Oh,
be
I
a
know that
loud
noise.
popping. Yeah, there'd be a loud popping sound. Dear God, I have missed you.
Yeah.
It's you.
And he steps in close, and yeah,
Yep. I'm just
fade to
gonna
black.
be distracting Teddy.
Okay,
For this, probably the rest of the time here.
considering what time it
Things
is.
happen that we can't see on our Christian YouTube channel.
Or
Nah.
what now?
Hug and feed the Bible.
K-Night YouTube channel.
Yep.
Hey, night. It's like you keep that other name to yourself. So while Katrina is busy distracting,
Needing new duct tape.
Right. I inform both Eli and Robin that Katrina has fully entrenched her mark.
All right.
okay.
She is
Okay.
a skilled operative.
Wasting
Pierce.
the diver's time while Robin's doing his thing.
Wait, is
I
the
think the
diver? I thought
diver
the
had
diver
to
left.
leave. The diver had to leave, didn't he?
The diver was
Or-
trying to leave, but then Pierce asked, "What's like swimming with a whale shark?"
Yep.
Oh,
Wasting
yeah,
his
okay.
time.
So
Eli, yeah, excuse me, Robin. About this time, your download finishes, and you look up to see. I hope that's a kindred for his sake. Guy, he has like clearly a one in appearance, and it's not trying to hide it. You know,
This is our diver.
yes, this is the diver. And he's still there chatting with Eli. Like he's turned around and is trying to explain what it's like to dive with a whale shark. I mean, dude, if I could, I'd let you just jump in there and try it.
Why can't you though?
Are you a
Like-
certified diver?
Oh God, no.
What? Pierce, chemistry.
What are you gonna do, Pierce? Drown?
Don't you have the paper with you?
I don't need that. I'm already shooting the shit with the guy.
Yeah. I mean, are you a certified
I'm
diver?
buying you time for whatever you're doing.
Right. Yeah. Which is
Yeah. Oh, God, no. But I mean, you just put the equipment
Done.
on and dive, right?
Which is done.
Uh, it's a little more complicated, and also kind of not.
I
Tell you
take
what,
out the USB key from the computer, and I'm trying to like aggressively shut this. Like and then I just sort of lean on the power button.
okay. Hey, Robin, evens odds.
Evens.
Oh God, damn. Oh, fuck. Fuck.
In your haste to get everything back the way you found it, you accidentally give yourself a paper cut. And
And
because I happen to, because I happen to have a random harm that needs to get used, yes, actually, a small drop of blood comes to the surface. And the diver freezes. And he gets these shark-like eyes that just
Mm. Leaning in. Buddy, you okay?
oh, I seem to have misjudged you. Are you some of Mr. Vandermeulen's friends?
we've associated.
Associated how?
He hired us. Bullshit.
Oh, you did get six, or excuse me, you did get three on that bullshit. So, hired you to do what?
Security quality assurance. Security QA. This is like whispered as low as possible. As here. Security
Looks like
quality assurance.
contractors, quality assurance.
Ah.
Here he wanted, I don't know, something related to, not really meant to discuss it, but one of the construction crews is going over budget.
Come with me. And he gestures the two of you quite firmly towards the break room.
Look at Robin.
As I take my sweet time standing up, walking over, as I'm waiting for Vincent to, see if he's got a camera in the big break room.
Bye.
You do.
Yeah.
Right. The idea I have is it's a really fucked up idea, but it just might work. I don't know. I mean, it depends on how dangerous this gets. Could use chemistry to make him look like an intruder and say there's an intruder and keep the illusion running so that he's targeted by security if things go badly. Let's see how it plays out. But that is a possible
Can you use
solution.
chemistry to do that?
You can. There's also a secondary thing that I mentioned in an earlier game. If you can see us through the cameras, you can't see Eli.
I can see. I'm looping shit at the same time.
Mhm.
I'm monitoring shit. So
But
there's
you're
that.
actively monitoring us. You'll see Robin. I'm assuming you'll see this other guy. You'll see everybody else in the office. You do not see Eli on the cameras.
Yeah, but I know he's there because he's
Mhm.
with Robin.
Yep.
Yeah, and he's been talking puffins the entire time. So
Mm-hmm.
You can hear him, right?
yeah, we can hear him
The
because
invisible to
we're all
cameras does
on.
not mean inaudible to mics.
Yeah, no.
Right.
Cast no reflections. You don't see me in mirrors. You don't see me on cameras.
But he is
He's
on our
absolutely there.
he is on our phone
Yeah.
network. Yeah,
Mhm.
he's on our
The
phone network.
technology still works. It's just you can't
Yep.
see him.
If
Okay.
you want me to futz with stuff on the cameras, I'll futz with stuff on the cameras. But
I'm just saying it's just like if things go south, Robin.
All right, very, slowly sort of scanning around, feeling suspicious, not sure what else to do.
yeah,
Moving
Once we
towards
get
the
into the break
room.
room, we just what happens when you get to the break room? I mean, this
So,
guy very well may have a problem that he wants to tell them about.
Yeah.
we don't know.
as he closes the door and locks it, okay, you're not really sure why the break room has a lock, but
Mhm.
this one does. Okay, who are you really?
I'm an
Cameras.
out of town, dude. Who are you?
Can
You
I?
are.
Who the hell are you?
You got some stuff.
I give him my mortal name, which is also my kindred name, but this is just my name.
Eli, like
Let's see.
I'm Robin.
yeah.
And you say Mr. Vandermeulen hired you.
I mean, that's what's commonly called a lie. But if we're not doing
Yeah.
lies anymore, yeah, no.
What do
Weird
you
shit's
want
going
here?
on in the city. I'm trying to get out with money, and what's his face? Sheriff wants to know what's going on out here. Are you Cam?
I said my name is Roger.
Are you Cam?
Am I a member of the Camarilla? Pulls the fire alarm.
I shut the fucking thing down before it even goes off.
I don't think you'd be fast enough to stop that signal. But you know what? In the interest of fairness, I'm going to
Okay.
give you a chance. Roll intelligence computers. Your
Okay.
difficulty is going to be 9. And
9.
you are literally trying to beat a kindred going bang to shut off a fire department, like shut off a fire alarm, which
Which
normally
is
does
not
not
meant to
go
be
through
shut off.
security. Yeah, it doesn't go through security.
It normally does not.
So
Well,
I'm gonna,
maybe.
in the interest of fair play, I'm gonna go ahead and say if you uh, roll intelligence computers and your difficulty is 9. We'll see what you can do with it.
I think I did some good shit with that.
Fairness indeed.
Okay.
Badass moment.
Holy
Hey,
fuck.
like I said,
You can't put a difficulty to it. This is what I do to Big Man.
Fuck, man. Holy shit. All
Okay.
right.
You can do it when you
You
get
are
13.
able-
Cool, he's a 13.
Okay. What you are able to do is you're not able to disable the alarm itself. You are able to disable its ability to get out of the building. Okay?
Stop it from
So,
leaving the building.
yeah. It has no calls, like it has not signaled the fire department. It has not signaled the police. It has not signaled anyone else. However, the alarm is still going off in this room.
Katrina, sorry to interrupt your party, but you're about to hear an
Oh,
alarm.
who said I was a part of this little ear network?
I say,
Oh,
yeah, I don't.
You should have been on the ear network.
Mm.
I wasn't listening into your shit, but I was at least I was able to communicate with you. I figured you'd mute me so I wouldn't hear anything, but I mean, I could still like tell you something.
She
No,
never said she was part of it, and she hasn't been acting on any of the information from you guys. So, sorry.
Hey,
I wasn't even like
Trina's-
outside when you guys like set it up in the first place. I don't even
Trina's
know
gone
if you have a network going.
Okay, Eli, Robin, Katrina is completely blacked out. I cannot get in touch with her to let her know what's happening. So she is possibly in danger. But now she could possibly be in danger.
You probably still find me on the
You have the
cameras.
phone. She's in the group chat.
Yeah. Based upon what you can see through the cameras, danger a little bit. The bad kind, not really.
No, I'm saying once the alarm, like once the dude hears the alarm, he might suspect
Okay.
she has something to do with
Okay,
it.
So, just so I'm clear, because I think I may have you stopped the alarm from leaving the building.
Yes.
It still is a loud fire alarm going off.
Yeah.
You do not have time to make a call or reach out and contact someone before they hear it. Because
No,
this is
I'm just
literally going off.
okay. Oh, I mean, it doesn't. So yeah. Anyway, all right. Sorry. I was trying to. I was trying to let you. Well, I was trying to let him know where I could not get in touch with Katrina.
Okay, you can be talking to them. It's just
Yeah. Okay.
while
As he goes,
while you're
after
talking,
he
the alarm's
goes,
going off.
after he goes for the fire alarm, I'm getting I see he's not interested in a sort of a pleasant conversation. I snarl at him. That's going to be a dread gaze.
Okay.
I'm going for that door.
See if this works. So, oh wait, hold on. Difficulty was whatever his wits plus courage is, not 6.
Unless Chef just wants to make it a 6.
Hold on. Where is the damn thing? Wits and
This with the courage. Oh wow.
Yeah, wits and courage. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All right. Your difficulty is a 7.
1.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a grand total of 1 success, but that still means the victim is cowed.
Yes. Success indicates the victim is cowed, while failure means the target is startled but not terrified. 3 or more successes means he runs away in abject fear. Victims who have nowhere to run claw at the walls, hoping to dig a way out rather than face a vampire.
Right now he's cowed. He's your bitch. So right now he's kind of your bitch. A little bit.
No, that's not what cowed means. He's sort of in the back of his head, fuck, trying to get away from you. trying to get through that locked door.
Good. Now we're even.
Yeah. Something going for that locked door. Trying to unlock it and leave.
All right. Just one, gonna hop back over because we're getting kind of close on time. Katrina?
Damn. Last hour went away like quickness.
Either he's doing something right or you're hearing things because literally all the bells and whistles just started going off.
That was a good one. That was good.
That's definitely not the first one. What is that noise?
His mouth is a little bit occupied, so he just sort of gives you a shrug.
Like, are we in trouble?
I think it's on fire.
He's a bit focused.
Oh, well.
So, right now, he really can't think straight. But that
I'll
use
I'll use heightened senses to see if I smell smoke, and if not, whatever.
No, but you do get the overwhelming power of bait fish and puffin crap.
Gross. Turns it off immediately. I'm just going back to happy place.
Way to ruin the mood.
Right.
All right. So, yeah. Right now, that's where we are. We are just about to find out what happens with this vampire, with the vampire that Katrina's got. Why are we here? Tune in next week on Hell Week. Yeah, we're going to have to call it there, guys, because the next stage of this is going to take me a lot longer than the time we have left.
That's fair.
Oh, yeah.
That's fair.
I'm already looking up the rules for beckoning, so.
Oh, no.
You're going to bring giant cats into a place with a whole bunch of birds. It's going to end in murder.
There's things that are already here. We're in an aquarium.
I knew that was going to come in handy somehow. I thought it was going to be the tigers, but you know what? I'm here for it.
It's the tigers.
Anyway.
It wasn't the tigers because you were expecting the tigers. And then you were like, hey, Pierce, there's an aquarium.
I did. All right. So, because we've gone through and we've got everybody happy, let's go ahead, get to one of our favorite times, props the clock. So, Jen, we ended with you last time, so we're going to start with you tonight. Who are you giving props to?
Okay. I'm gonna give it to Vincent for the very responsible control tower job.
Okay.
Man the van. So
Oh,
important.
need your eyes in the sky.
All right. Totally Human?
Great to have you back, Jen. And Katrina is her wonderful, irreverent, possibly hiding something self.
A vampire? Hiding? What on earth, sir?
For shame. For
Okay.
shame.
Travis?
I'm throwing my props toward Eli over there for the wrong line of bullshit. It was just beautiful. This beautiful line of bullshit.
I can't fight.
Okay.
I'll talk my ass off.
Okie dokie. And Pierce.
Oh, right back to Venture Daddy for always coming in clutch every single time. Doesn't matter what skill it is, he's always coming in clutch. Just across the board.
One of these days, we'll be coming in. I'll stop coming in clutch and start coming up with a plan. But that day was not today.
You know,
Who needs
if you
a
had
plan?
you'd have had to trash the plan, so might as well never have a plan.
Yeah,
But my type
I'm gonna be ready
One
for
logic I've ever heard of.
They get punched in the face. All right.
the plans arrive next week.
USPS,
We got
so
tons
I
of plan dude budget cuts.
wouldn't bet on it.
We'll get plans eventually. After
All right. Well, everyone, if you're watching on YouTube, thank you so much for staying with us to the end. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you don't mind too much of a cliffhanger because, well, tough. Also, if you're on YouTube, please feel free to look up the rest of the games. You're going to see this video posted next Wednesday. Always a great time. Speaking of next Wednesday, we also are going to be playing Old Gods of Appalachia, run by our wonderful DM Duchess. And then we also have coming up on Sundays the most horrifying of the Halloween things, run by our wonderful DM Betty.
Oh,
It is a Resident Evil game that honestly I personally cannot watch. It's really good, but I can't watch it. Also, if you want to talk to us about games, please feel free. Jump on our Discord server. We love to talk to people. We love meeting new people. Our community is growing the entire time. We talk about everything: book club, pets, sports, arts and crafts, wrestling, food, uh, gaming occasionally. Also,
Sometimes.
on our Discord right now, we have signups for our games. We have Raid Across the Bayou, which is a Werewolf 5th edition that's going to be played coming up relatively soon. We've also got Humblewood, which is everybody's favorite thing, Animal Crime. Signups for that are still open. I know I put in mine. I hope you put in yours. And if you really, really, really want to support us, please feel free, jump onto our Patreon. If you liked the idea of getting to have redeems, getting to have all these things that you can randomly throw at our players or at me, you can always find them on Patreon. You get a specific number depending on what level you're in. You can also get guaranteed spots in games. You can get weighted voting. You can get merch. It's amazing. You really want it. Trust me. But this has been Hell Week Season 5. Tonight we've had with us the wonderful JenOfThieves playing Katrina, Totally Human playing Robin, our good friend Travis down there playing Vincent, and Pierce Powertough playing Eli. I, as always, am DM Delicious, aka Chef, and everybody, it has been a joy. We'll see you next time.